Hi, beautiful souls. So, I just wanted to do something together. We're going to check out my competitors. I've been in eighth place for the last couple days, and I feel like I should be number one. I mean, come on, it's just the obvious. So, I was checking out my competitors and wanted to go through their profiles a little bit with you guys together. So, here we go. Let's check it out. So there I am. And then to check out the competitors, we're just going to go to, I'm currently 8th place in West Group 23. So there I am. And we're going to check out first, number 1. Jillian, bewitched with fascination of spooky and creepy commodities, my tattoos illustrate my attachment for the dark, alluring, and ominous. Okay, at least she's interesting. She seems like she has some depth to her. And her photos are unique and different. I would say she gets a point for me for having uniqueness, authenticity, and creativeness. Because I really admire this picture, how it looks like she almost has Christmas lights in her hair, and how her hair is curled and colored and laying out. Looks awesome. So I like her because she seems very artistic and different and unique. She seemed like you could have an interesting conversation with her and it wouldn't be dull or boring. So go Jillian. Shout out, girl. Let's check out number 2, Brianna Falco. Brianna looks like the girl next door look. So I would say a slight, she's, I would say she is somewhat daring, but doesn't have the full-fledged depth like number 1. She's not as much as a risk taker. I think she kind of more plays it safe according to her pictures. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to read, what they would do with the money. She says, if I were selected, I would go back to school. I dropped out of college 2 years ago to catch up on medical bills. I also couldn't attend classes because of being hospitalized. I want something more than to finish school and open my own zero waste store. Okay, at least she has consciousness about Mother Earth. In the meantime, I have started working on my own organization with sponsors to help clean up Nevada. So she lives in Nevada, which Nevada is filthy if you've ever been there. She seems cute, but not that deep and mysterious like number 1. She's kind of obvious and out there and has a more play it safe profile here. No mystery, no depth, not enough anyway for me. Let's read back to number 1's intentions of what she would do with the money. I would split it up with people who have helped me be a part of this. I would donate most of my portion to helping animals and use the leftover to take my friends on vacation and get another tattoo. Well, that's good. At least she's like has an open heart about giving back to others that help her get ahead. That was like one of my thoughts today, like how people reach the top, but then they don't help people in return to help them get successful too. I feel like sometimes people get to a certain level of success and they just forget about everybody else and they get in tunnel vision and just are worried about themselves all the time, which is selfish and not not very conscious of the heart, and has no love for true humanity. So this is nice that she has the conscious and the open heart to help animals and give back to people that have believed in her and have helped her on her way. So that's great, because I don't think enough people that are successful recognize how they have had the success and they give back to the people that have raised them up and praised them and helped them get there. So Miss Jillian seems like she really has a nice, genuine heart, thoroughly in and out. Let's see, number 3, Miss Courtney in the West 23 group. I've been dreaming of starting my own vegan focused company for or line for years, beauty and fashion that is cruelty free, a portion of which would benefit farm sanctuaries. I'd also pay my parents back for things. They also made sure I was all right even with limited resources. So she has a conscious heart, at least for animals as well. I really love to see that people have a conscious heart for animals, and that's a lovely thing. But I think number one, people need to have a conscious heart for humanity because we direct each other more in a direct, consistent, almost minute to minute in our lives directly. We really affect each other, and our energies and things that we do are contagious. So I would say that's cool that they have love for animals, but number one needs to always be humanity. That is my personal opinion. But at least she has a good heart. And Alicia, neat. Model and photographer, raised in Kansas, living in California, and born on the internet. If I were voted Inc. magazine cover girl, I would use the $20,000 off to pay off bills and invest in my next business venture. All right, pay off bills, huh? Don't we have all those? She seems just average, and there's not a lot of description. Seems like she doesn't really want to put herself out there and let people more in about her depthness and what she has passion about, I would say. So she probably lacks vision, I would say. That she is not that deep of a person, and she seems pretty average and basic. Not to be mean or anything, but according to that profile, I could get the pretty good intuition from it. Kat Craig, let's see, 5th place. Being happy is a very personal thing, and it has really nothing to do with anyone else. If she would win the money, I would pay my credit card debt off first, but then I would have to finish my back piece, travel with my dogs, and donate my time to money to pause with whatever money I had left. Okay, so she thinks about other people's after she self-serviced herself, so that's more of a selfish being too. I hate to say that, but I had left to invest after I learned how to investing it. LOL. I don't know. She's gorgeous by all means, but don't seem too much on the bright side as far as having more thought about what she says, so she could come off more intelligent instead of, I don't know, I'm so sick of America like uplifting ignorance. So I'm really not looking for the next Kardashian to get famous, you know. I think girls are way more than their sexuality too. It's nice to have the confidence to show your sexuality, but you should show that you're way more. You should show that your beauty is and brains, and you have a deeper value to yourself other than your looks and the physical attraction. That is just my personal opinion. Isabella, number 6. I would give back to my family and community as well as put money away for my little man. Also, Probs would buy a new dirt bike. Okay, well, at least she's a risk taker being a dirt bike rider. And she also has a great heart for her family, and she has a son. So at least she seems like she has the direction of what she wants to do. And I love that her pictures aren't like over hyperly sexual. She shows one with her dirt bike here, and she knows that number one, just showing your sexuality is an option, but there's also different ways to show people, to get to show them who you are and what makes you you. So that's pretty rad. I'd say that's pretty rad that she likes to dirt bike ride, because that takes some conquering fear, I would say, and being daring for sure. So that's pretty rad. She seems somewhat interesting. Oh, look at me. I am number 7th. Yay, number 7th. I just went up, guys. Just now. I was 8th. So me, Marianne Lee, not to brag or anything. I am a matriarch. I believe that everything we want in this world is already inside of you. It's up to self to start the process. So let me go into what I mean about that. It is Saturday night and I just got off of work and I want to do this video with you guys because I think it's fucking awesome that I get to share my perspective with you guys, and I got a little zit, so I got my little cream on it. But anyway, so what I mean in that, guys, is I have created so much depth and my mind has been so expanded and my consciousness has been so open that I never even thought that having this kind of mentality was even possible or accessible to humans. But since I started meditating 7 years ago, and I'm sure some of you guys have seen my YouTube videos about that, my whole perspective has just shifted into a whole new reality, a whole new paradigm. And we are not taught as humans from just grade school to go inside. We're always and taught to go outside ourselves for things, always desiring outside external stimulation for satisfaction, right? Thus leaves you to always desiring and seeking. And with that energy, when you are constantly doing that, you never feel this wholeness come within your heart and with your being, like this completion of yourself. So once I started practicing self-love and internal processing and internal understanding, such as spirituality and meditation, and connecting to divine source energy, to God energy, creator energy, I was able to go into this place of silence and solitude, into this void, and sometimes these vortex likes that just expand my mind, and I see everything for what it is, and I know purpose in life, and I feel a completion of life and a completion within my being. My heart is full complete, and being in this state of contentment where you desire nothing, everything you need is right there. It's an amazing feeling, and I think everyone should feel this, and I think everyone should do this practice in order so they could feel this completeness, because if you're always seeking, you're never living in the moment. And never living in the moment, you're not living up to your greatest potential, and you're not seeing what life is truly meant to feel like. This feeling of completeness, love that gravitates you, takes your essence and just engulfs your body and engulfs your spirit and your aura, is absolutely, absolutely amazing, you guys. So if you are someone that says, I want a really good boyfriend, a really, really good boyfriend, because he could wine and dine me, he could take me out, he could tell me how beautiful I am, he could spoil me, I could hold his hand, I could go for evening walks with him, I could have him buy me things. It's external, it's external, it's external, it's external. Why don't you do those things yourself? Why don't you take yourself on an evening stroll? Why don't you, when you look in the mirror, tell you how beautiful you are and really feel it from your heart, from the purest depths of your heart? Why don't you work very hard for something, and then when you're complete with it, it's ever so gratifying, more than when someone else does it, you go and splurge and buy yourself a little gift, a little something that you've been desiring for the last couple months, that you've been kind of meditating on whether if you should go do that. Work hard for it. Give yourself a goal to complete, because when you do that, then it's ever so more gratifying. Don't just go buy it instantly and want that instant gratification. The most things that are worth the most in life are the things that we have to work up to, the things that take time, that take patience, consistency, discipline. Those are the most vital, precious, valuable things in one's life. Like my relationship with my spouse is one of the most important, vital things, because it's been consistent for the last 13 and a half years. My relationship with my daughter, raising her for the last 12, number one over materials by far. Number 3 is my business, and that's been on consistently and discipline and believing in myself that I could have a business that flourishes enough to keep it paying for itself and to pay me a little bit as I'm there. That is consistency, discipline, self-motivation. That is worth everything in my life, more than an $800 iPhone, more than a mansion that I have to work for just to live in. Then you're slaving all day instead of even enjoying that mansion. So let's think about the things that we obligate ourselves to before you commit all the way, because you're going to enslave yourself to that. So you better make sure you like it, guys. That's why greed is so real, because people get so freaking greedy and all of a sudden they find themselves in a lifestyle that they could only identify themselves with, and they can't convert to anything else because they are not understanding the true quality and true meaning of life is family, having peace of mind, and enjoying things and being in the now. Don't take that away from you. That is the most valuable thing that one can experience, most valuable situation in life, most valuable aspect, most valuable experience one needs to consistently, every day, a couple times a day, feel. If you don't feel the power of the now, feeling that wholeness, completeness within your heart, and your heart starts to pulsate and radiate with love, I'm sorry, but you need to start practicing some self-love practices, internal reflection, self-reflection, self-discovery, so you can feel that, because that's truly what makes life worth living. And that's my passion. And sharing this with you guys is my passion, because I know, because I've been there. I had, for a short time until I was about 15, a privileged lifestyle for a while, until things went down the road and my family lost everything. And I'm glad that they lost everything, because I was able to gain such insight on what life was truly about. If I would have still had the privileged lifestyle, I would have always been blinded and deceived by illusion of materialism. I thank God for taking everything from me. I thank God for the trials and the tribulations, because I have such a greater understanding of what true life is, what true love is, what true completeness is, what true happiness is, without the illusion of materials and money. Hey, if I get it, if I retain it again, at least I have this perspective now as an opposing force, versus just having this one tunnel vision of deceit and blindness. So, not that I really desire it though, guys. My passion, as you see, let me show you. My passion, if I win this $25,000, it's my dream to start my own nonprofit, a self-discovery retreat centered in a remote area where I would offer yoga, inner reflections, exercises such as meditation, journaling, etc., cultivating love to aid in healing on all levels, educate the process of life and how to understand it, creating consciousness not to fear death, and that it's simply a process to one's next evolution. This retreat would be different because it would be free to candidates. Candidates would simply write a letter of entry to be selected. Wow. Like fucking wow. Sometimes I cry when I watch my videos, because I can't believe what a different person I am. I never seen myself being like this, nor did I ever think I was so capable of caring for humanity, putting my selfless acts aside and selfishness aside for other people, because I know that they need this. I feel the importance of it. I can feel people's discontentment. I am an empath. I can feel it. I can even when I'm not around people, I could feel the energy of the planet. I could feel the energy of my town. I know what people need, and they need more self-love. That they don't know how to love themselves. They need to be happy. People don't know how to be happy, guys. You have to practice this stuff. That is my passion, sharing this out with everyone and getting it to people, most importantly, that aren't privileged. Because money is a false illusion of man-made materialism. It's a fucking piece of paper, okay? It's a piece of paper. I want to help people that are less privileged, that seek the knowledge, that seek truth, and seek more than what materials have to offer. Okay? So that's my preach. If you guys haven't got the chance to see my portfolio of pictures here they all are, which I'll be putting on some more tomorrow. So make sure to go and vote for me and you'll see the new ones that I post tomorrow, okay? Well, that's it for tonight. We're just going to read to where I was. I'm 7th place now. Thank you guys so much for all your votes. I greatly, truly, honestly appreciate it. I love you guys all so much. I'm always praying for humanity, sending love to everyone. And I always emphasize sending love to everyone that is in darkness too, because you have to see that little light at the end of the tunnel, and you have to go through that vortex, and you have to go through that scary stage in life, and all of a sudden, once you break through, wow, you're illuminated. You're like a shining, bursting, falling freaking star from the dark sky, and all of a sudden you're illuminated and going off into eternal and forever expansion of the universe, just feeling free and liberating. You're like, why did I let those things deem me? It's just, you gain such a bigger perspective, and it's so freaking beautiful. It's a whole total rebirth, you guys. And I want anyone that's in darkness to go through this, and feel this coming out on the opposite side and feeling truly illuminated. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I'll be praying and sending out lots of love and light, and I'm so happy that I'm 7th place now. Thank you. Continued. Please to vote. The link will be in the description box of this video. I am still on for Inked Girl competition. I'm supposed to be 3rd place by tomorrow, so let's try to make it happen by Sunday night at midnight, guys. I'm supposed to be 3rd place tomorrow, so please try to make that happen to me. Share this video, tag your friends. I hope this spoke to you. I hope you resonate with my information. Peace, love, and light to you. I love you all. Good night. Yeah, I forgot how to stop YouTube. There we go.